Lots to talk about from the keynote at WWDC 2021. Let's dive into it on the next Mix of Tech. Hi guys, welcome to Mix Tech, where we review technology for the consumer prosumer, and I give my take on the things I see. With WWDC 2021, there's a lot to talk about, and I'll be honest, I'm going to go over my key highlights that I think are important to my consumers and prosumers out there. So starting with today's announcements, let's talk to iOS. And so it's going to be called iOS 15, not to be surprised since we just came from iOS 14. One of the features that Apple is putting consistently throughout iPadOS, iOS, and macOS is FaceTime. So they're actually exploring, and what I would say is kind of making it more of a collaborative tool. They're improving the audio so you can have specific machine learning that can isolate noise, which I actually find to be really great when you're actually having conversation. And I've used a tool called Chris for quite a while. Check out my video here to learn more about Chris. So the audio improvements also include wide spectrum, so that can give you a better experience and understand across the grid who is potentially speaking and what's behind them. They made video improvements so you can use the portrait mode, which is giving you the bokeh, or it blurs your background, which gives you a professional look when you're on camera. And another feature that they incorporate with FaceTime is using FaceTime links. So you can send out meetings and have people join you at a particular time. So you can now watch videos, you can watch movies, and you can listen to audio while having people virtually there with you on FaceTime. So Apple has enabled a lot of APIs so that other apps like Disney+, HBO Max can utilize this as an experience as well. Also, what's cool is that you can share your screen, so you can be able to kind of browse through the internet and share with your friends what's going on your phone. Another new capability is Focus, so that you can have settings to disable or enable specific notifications and apps. And this is great when you want to have a work-life balance, especially in 2021. So if you want to enable all of your personal apps to work during certain hours, you can do that, or in certain locations. The same thing goes with your business. So if you want to have your collaboration tools or your specific tools around getting work done, you can have those enabled during hours so you can focus in and not have distraction. Now for me, one of the biggest upgrades to iOS 15 is the wallet capabilities. Now you can use your car key for a while, and that's going to be really cool with ultra wideband. I don't have to worry about that because I've got a Tesla, but for other manufacturers, this is going to be a great capability. So with keys, it's going to allow you to be able to use your smart home lock at home using with a HomeKit accessory. And then if you're lucky, and I hope that I'll be lucky, is that I could be able to go into work and use my iPhone as my badge. That is going to be really nice to not have to have a badge just hanging on. What really excites me, and I've been a wallet user for quite a while, and I think what's held us back and really kind of getting into the digital wallet or getting into mobile payments is not being able to have your identification card with you. So this is one of the things that I think have kept people from really just going to using your phone, especially for mobile payments. Now that you can use your identification card on there, this is going to be big so that you can carry just your phone when you need to go place to place. This is also going to be huge when you're traveling, because the TSA hopefully will support this so that you don't need to have your ID. So if you lose your ID, you also have another form of identification that can protect you in case you're traveling. And more importantly, you just have to bring your phone. You can get away potentially without having your wallet if you can use Apple Pay for a lot of the different things you need to purchase on your trip. So let's talk to iPadOS 15. It was a little disappointing, especially being a brand new iPad Pro and one owner. I was expecting a little bit more out of the capabilities that were coming, especially with this pro level hardware. I was expecting a pro level operating system. So what we did get, which has been on the iOS for quite a while, is widgets. This is going to be a nice add so that you can have different home screens with the widgets that you need your content out of, and it does improve the experience, which is similar to what iOS has had for last year. Another feature that came from iOS to the iPadOS is the app library. This is a nice add, and it allows you to take away all the different screens, and I am really looking forward to being able to clean up a lot of my home screen based upon using the app library. Multitasking was improved, but I think for my prosumers out there, it wasn't improved as we were hoping for. It allows for split view and has a shelf and has some pretty cool features that are better than what we have today. But multitasking is a slight improvement in my opinion until I get my hands on it. Some other things that Apple announced were around privacy, and Apple's been a big advocate for privacy. One of the privacy capabilities I'm really excited about is the App Privacy Report, which is going to allow me to see what data is being consumed and how it's being used. Another interesting feature is iCloud Plus, which is going to allow private relay, which I'm interested to see how they're going to leverage it, but it is going to encrypt your traffic across the internet. This comes at no different cost, and it's in the existing plans that you have. watchOS 8 was really minimal, and I'm hoping that the Apple Watch version 7 is going to be improved upon, and maybe that's why they're holding it back. The only feature that I really saw that was an advantage was being able to put the portrait face on your Apple Watch. So yeah. So Apple announced some home improvements or HomeKit improvements. One of the things in home that they talked about was Matter, which I'm excited to see what the Alliance standard is going to provide for the smart home community. You can use SharePlay with Apple TV, and I think with the HomeKit capabilities with the cameras to be able to store the video without having any iCloud costs, and what will be really nice is on tvOS to be able to use your cameras in the right direction and be able to use other functions, and hopefully maybe with some shortcuts and other things in the future. All right, so the new macOS version is Monterey. And with Monterey comes similar capabilities with iPadOS and iOS. So you're going to get FaceTime improvement, you're going to get SharePlay, and you're going to get some of the nice advantages of Safari that you were seeing in iOS and iPadOS. The new Safari is very slick, it has tabs, and then it fits the UI based upon the experience that you're getting on the browser. So it transforms it into more of a UI experience than kind of a window-like experience that we've had in the past with our browsers. I think with privacy, I think with performance, and just a new look, this might convince me to look at Safari over my Google Chrome. One of the features that's now on macOS that's been consistent on all the other devices is shortcuts. So you'll be able to do specific automation tasks now on macOS. So WWDC was exciting, it was great, it was fun, no disappointments whatsoever. Well, there were a lot of disappointments. All right, so the first one, I think everybody can claim this, is we were hoping for some hardware announcements. Now, this is a developer conference and we know it's mainly around software, but we have been lucky to get one more thing, and it generally is some hardware product that we're really excited about. A lot of us were getting ready for an M2 or M1X Mac, and we were hoping for a MacBook Pro 14 or 16 inch that was going to be available to us so that we could be able to get our hands on it. So my thoughts is that this is going to come in fall based upon supply chains and delays. I'm hopeful the M2 or M1X MacBook Pro is coming out soon because I really do want to get my hands on it. As a new M1 iPad Pro owner, I was really hoping for some pro level apps to be displayed. We got universal control, which is nice because you can use your keyboard and your mouse and be able to drag files across 3 different devices, including your iPad, your MacBook, and your iMac. That's pretty cool, but I was hoping for Final Cut Pro. This is still going to be a nice ad, but again, pro-like apps, come on, Apple. So one of the areas that was disappointing is that there just wasn't a lot of content in HomeKit, tvOS, or watchOS. I think there's more to come. I really think Apple has a huge opportunity to improve in those areas. A lot of exciting things today, but when is this going to be available to you? Well, first off, as of June 7th, you should be able to get spatial audio on Apple Music, so go try it out. I'm excited to try it out myself. Now for developers, they should be able to get the beta as of today, and then in July for the public beta. And in fall, everybody will get all this great new technology to be able to use on their Apple products. So I hope you liked this video, and if you have, make sure to hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more great content like this. Thanks for joining A Mix of Tech.